everybody, it's Mareya with eatcleaner.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make veggie chips. Now, who doesn't love the crunch of a good potato chip, but they're not always the healthiest for you. So I'm going to show you how to make it in the oven so you don't, no grease, no oil, no fat, nothing, just pure vegetables. So easy to make. First, I'm going to start with my kale. I've got, for my veggie chips today, I'm going to make kale, I've got some potato, beets, and some carrots. But the most important thing to do before you ever cook your vegetables is to wash them thoroughly. You want to make sure that they're free of residue, any agricultural soils or chemicals. And you can do that with the Eat Cleaner product. It's just a mix of all natural ingredients that helps to remove what water can't. And the great news too is that it helps to extend shelf life. So if you've got all your vegetables, bring them home from the store, wash them, dry them, and you can put them back in the refrigerator, and it helps it last up to 200% longer. So really like your BFF in the kitchen. So I've washed my kale and I've just sprayed everything basically. I let it sit for about 2 minutes and then I rinse it off. So I'll go rinse it now. All right, so I've rinsed my kale off and we washed it with the Eat Cleaner. Just makes it so much easier to get all that grime and grit off. And kale, as well as other leafy greens, have a tendency to trap a lot of dirt and sand. So you want to make sure that you really wash those properly. There's nothing worse than biting into a big mouthful of dirt. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, after I've got everything washed, and I've already washed my potatoes, beets, and carrots, I'm basically going to just lay these on my baking sheet in one layer so that each little piece has a chance to crisp up. And it's kind of hard to believe, like you're probably thinking if you've never had a kale chip, really, how is that going to get crispy? You're not going to believe. It pops in your mouth literally like a potato chip. And the nice thing here is you've got all of the nutrients from my different colored vegetables, and it looks really pretty on the plate. Especially with kids. Kids love color and they love texture. So if you ever have a hard time getting kids to eat vegetables, this is a great way to serve them up because they love the crunch and they love the color. So I've got these in one layer, so it'll be really easy for them to crisp up. And then my carrots don't need too much space. I'm going to put them down in the bottom here. Just to show you how it works. We'll just spread those out. And it's key to make sure that when you slice the vegetables that you keep them really thin. That'll help them crisp up faster and they won't get soggy in the oven. Okay, so I've got everything on my baking sheet here and I'm just going to give it a little mist with some organic olive oil spray. If you don't have this kind of spray, you can make your own using an atomizer and just some real olive oil. Okay, give that a quick mist. And when I bake these, after they start to brown and get a nice golden color, then you'll flip them over, spray them again, and basically repeat with the spices. So I've got a little bit of dried thyme. You can also use some rosemary if you like, or oregano. Just whatever you have in your pantry. If you have some fresh herbs, obviously that's great too. I like the taste of thyme with these sweet vegetables, and it's also really good on the potatoes. Sometimes I vary it up too. Sometimes I like them to be really spicy if my kids aren't eating them. But for the family, it's nice to have just a mild flavor. And then just a little bit of kosher sea salt. Just give it a little sprinkle. And then some black pepper. And if you watch me cook, you'll pretty much see kosher salt, sea salt, and black pepper show up everywhere. They're so accessible, so versatile, and pretty much add life to anything. Okay, so I've got my oven heating at about 375 degrees. I've got them on my baking sheet, and I'm gonna pop them in, and it's important just to make sure that you keep your eye on them because they are so thinly cut that they don't burn. So probably about 8 to 10 minutes on each side, maybe a little bit less. We'll go pop them in and see what they look like. All right, I've got my veggie chips. Look at how cute these look. Just to show you how crispy these get. Check this out. See? They're chips. We made them in the oven, barely any oil, just a little spray of the nonstick cooking spray, the olive oil. Even the kale, look at how crispy it got. This is just such a clever way to serve vegetables. Get them nice and crisp, no splatter, no mess. This is Mareya with eatcleaner.com. I hope you'll try these mixed veggie chips. They're really good. See you soon.